Hey, my name is Magdalena and I live in UK. If you're in here first time, please make sure to subscribe just below the video in red so you don't miss my next one, and let's get started. Okay, what we'll need is some paper for baking, and we'll need some pizza sauce. You can make your own, or you can buy a jar with pizza sauce like I did. This one is from Marks and Spencer and it's Italian one, and it's quite good ingredients: tomato sauce with basil and Italian extra virgin olive oil. So it was quite good, to be honest, so I can recommend that one. 280 grams, big jar, enough for 2 pizza, and you will have some left. We need some Parmesan cheese, so you can buy one in a whole block, like that will be enough. 1 egg for 1 pizza, but we're making 2, and a big head of cauliflower, enough for 2 pizza again. Okay, our toppings are, for 1 pizza will be red onions caramelized, some goat cheese, French one. This one's actually from Aldi, so quite cheap, but yeah, goat cheese and red onion, and some prosciutto, Italian prosciutto ham. So some good quality prosciutto ham there from Marks and Spencer as well, sweet and tender. So that will be a pizza for me and my husband. And then the toppings for Sophia, my daughter, a pizza will be just simple basil and Italian mozzarella cheese. So classic pizza, so that will be hers. She doesn't like basil that much, so she did ask me to have some ham on her pizza as well, so we might just add some on. Right, so for a base for cauliflower pizza, all you need is cauliflower, cheese and 1 egg. So it's very simple, only 3 ingredients. If you can't make it any simpler, leave a comment below, and we're gonna start, I think. That's all we need for our pizza. Toppings, obviously you can choose your own, so whatever you fancy, whatever you like on your pizza. We're starting with a pan. I'm actually using a pan from IKEA, which I use for pancakes, just to be able to tell what a size pizza need and form. So we need some baking paper. We're gonna cut two squares for 2 pizzas because we're making 2. We don't want to waste any cauliflower or eggs, so we're gonna make 2 pizzas just to see what base, how big the base should be formed. Okay, we're gonna get rid of the leaves on cauliflower, obviously, so make it nice and get rid of all those leaves. So Sophia struggled a little bit there. Obviously, that's done. All nice and naked cauliflower. We're just gonna run it through the water just to get rid of any dirt, obviously. You never know. Okay, so all we do is just we're gonna get 260 grams of cauliflower. So use one of those, whichever side you fancy, doesn't matter. It's gonna look something like this. It can be smaller, bigger, it doesn't matter, as I said. So we're gonna use 260 grams we need for 1 pizza, and double that for 2 pizzas if you're making it, and 1 cauliflower will be enough for 2 pizza, obviously. So we're just gonna use that. So 260 grams of cauliflower, and I will show you in a minute how it's gonna look like. So that's enough for 1 pizza. 260 grams. It's quite small. Here we go. So if you're just gonna measure that now, just to make sure we've got exactly 260 grams. Okay, so just gonna measure that. Actually, she's measuring that in cups, American cups, so 2 cups if you want to measure in cups. And once we've done that, she's just gonna throw it all in a frying pan. We don't put any oil, so just cauliflower on its own, and we're gonna put that few minutes, fry that basically, just to get rid of any moisture from the cauliflower. So I'm just gonna lightly fry this for a couple of minutes. Make sure you don't wait until it's gonna go brown or burned. So just a couple of minutes, just to make sure there's no water in it, nothing there. You don't want to water a pizza. once that's done, we're just gonna beat 1 egg. So 1 egg for 1 pizza, easy to remember. So throw that in. I'm just gonna lightly beat the egg, and then we're gonna cool down our cauliflower. That's straight from the pan, so it's boiling hot. So just gonna cool it down, and we're gonna add now 128 grams of Parmesan cheese. This one is grated already. So Sophia just gonna open that and add that to the egg. Of course, you can buy one in a whole block of Parmesan cheese. It will be cheaper for you. So if you're making lots of pizza, you can buy the block and grate it yourself. It will be obviously cheaper. Or you can buy the ready grated one like we did as well. So just throw the Parmesan cheese, combine that with the egg. So Sophia gonna start slowly combining two. So cheese and the egg. As I said, it can't get any simpler than that. So we're just gonna mix it all together. It's gonna take you a couple of minutes, that's it. Here we go. Combine that all together, and once you get that done, we're ready to add our cauliflower. So that will be cool now. So we're adding our cauliflower now. 2 cups, basically. Throw that all in. And again, we're gonna start mixing that together. So we've got all our 3 ingredients now. And we're forming a pizza, obviously. So we're gonna put the paper. Make sure you've got a paper, because without paper, it's gonna be really sticky and hard to get out from whatever you're doing. We're just using the frying pan just to form the size, basically. So nice, a round size this pizza should have. So I'll show you in a minute, but we're just gonna form it now. And make sure you've formed the edges. So I would suggest leaving the edges a bit thicker than everything else, and it should be a bit higher as well. So make sure you do that. So just push it to the ends. Can you see now? So that's how your pizza should look like. Because we're not going to use the pan, we're not putting that pan to the oven. I'm just going to get rid of it and throw it just the paper with the pizza crust. So that's a pizza crust. It does look actually like a pizza crust, like it looks like it should, I would say. So we're gonna throw that into the oven for 180 fan oven for 20 minutes. I would say leave it for 10 minutes and then come back in 10 minutes and probably turn it around different side. For example, some ovens might be, from one side burning, from the other not. So it's worth after 10 minutes changing, and look how nice and gold that looks now. This is after 20 minutes. So this is our crust, pizza crust. And now we're just going to add the simple ingredients. So Sophia pizza will have mozzarella cheese, fresh basil, and of course we'll need some tomato sauce, pizza sauce. So it's tomato sauce. Ready one. So we're just gonna put some tomato sauce and then our ingredients. Of course you can use your own, but I'm gonna show you how our pizza gonna look like. This is how our crust, nice and golden, and you can see those defined edges as well, which is nice. So if you're gonna throw some tomato pizza sauce in the middle, and then you can spread it all around in circles. Make sure whole pizza is covered. You obviously want some tomato sauce on your pizza, don't want dry awful pizza, do you? So we're gonna spread the sauce. Okay, she's doing okay job there, I would say. So we're gonna spread it all over the pizza. Okay, around the edges. And now she's putting mozzarella cheese, even though I told her to put the basil leaves first. So what you should do is put your basil leaves first and then your mozzarella on top. That's how you should be doing it. So now she's throwing some basil, and then we're gonna put some mozzarella cheese on top of the basils. Make sure you spread it all around. That's how our pizza look like. Sophia's pizza actually. So I've got that done, and we're just gonna put it to the oven for another 10 minutes. You can keep it about 10-15 minutes, depends on obviously ingredients. We're gonna throw it in just so the cheese melt nicely. So about 10 minutes in the oven, the same 180 fan Celsius, so we're gonna throw that in, set the alarm if you've got one, and just wait for a pizza. So that's all set. Alright, 10 minutes done, and this is how a pizza looks like. It is delicious, and it's obviously doesn't have any flour. We'll throw some tomato sauce. This is you can pick it up, and that's a goat cheese pizza as well with caramelized onion. Enjoy it.